Hafaday and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Balahaja and Noket families for being here at this very special occasion. We are here today to present resolution number 129-36 COR, which was introduced by myself, Senator Rajel, and fellow senators of the legislature, relative to recognizing Ms. Christina Tina Marie B. Noket for her 18 years of service to our island community at the Guam American Cancer Society, and commending her for her commitment and dedication to cancer patients, survivors, and their families on Guam. And I'd like to ask my esteemed colleague to help me with reading of this resolution.
Thank you, Senator. Be it resolved by the Committee on Rules of Eminentrentai Sais na Lesetur and Guahan, whereas it is the sense of Lesetur and Guahan to recognize the life and accomplishments of those distinguished citizens of this great island, and it is the custom of Lesetura to commend those public servants who have devoted themselves to faithfully serving the best interests of this community and the needs of its residents. And whereas attendant to such concern and in full accord with its long-standing traditions, it is further the intent of Lesetur and Guahan to congratulate Ms. Christina Tina Marie B. Noket for her prolific career with the American Cancer Society to the benefit of Guam's cancer patients, survivors, and their families. And whereas Tina was born on December 5th of 1976 in the village of Tamuning and is the daughter of Francisco Kichichu Balahaja and Teresita Perez Balahaja. And whereas Tina currently resides in the village of Chalanpago with her husband Glenn Sablan Noket and their son Gabriel Balahaja Noket. And whereas Tina attended the University of Guam and graduated with a Bachelor of Social Work degree in 1999. And she pursued further education and obtained a Master of Business Administration degree at the University of Phoenix in 2008. And whereas in 2000, Tina was employed as a social worker at the Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services, Medical Social Services. And whereas Tina also served as the executive director of Inafamaulik Conciliation, a conflict resolution organization on Guam dedicated to reducing violence-related litigation and fostering peace and harmony in schools, workplaces, and communities through advocacy, mediation, and education. And while serving there, Tina represented Inafamaulik in coalitions and worked with community partners in fulfillment of the Inafamaulik mission. And whereas in 2002, Tina then joined the Guam field office of the American Cancer Society, where she became the Senior Community Development Manager and served for 18 years. And whereas under Tina's leadership, over $6 million has been raised to help support life-saving cancer research and patient support programs. And whereas while serving at ACS, Tina further managed the Relay for Life of Guam, a national movement to save lives, celebrate lives, and lead the fight for a world without cancer. Tina skillfully managed a crowd of thousands annually and engaged record numbers of the island's cancer survivors and their caregivers, and she diligently fostered the safety of participants and mitigated risks, including surprise corporate audits. And due to Tina's untiring efforts, the Relay for Life of Guam has become the largest charitable community event on Guam and has repeatedly been awarded national honors, placing among the nationwide top 10 events based on per capita income. And whereas in 2012, Tina engaged Mauricio Martyrs Memorial School in the first Relay Recess on the island, an event that other schools around the island have since adopted to help students honor cancer survivors in their lives. Whereas in 2017, Tina developed the Real Men Wear Pink campaign to include in Guam's activities engaging and empowering male community leaders in the fight to end breast cancer. And whereas despite the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Tina successfully led the ACS Guam field office on the occasion of its 50th year anniversary celebration.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Eminentrentai Sais na Legislatura ng Guahan does hereby, on behalf of Legislatura ng Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize Ms. Christina Tina Marie B. Noket for her 18 years of service to our island community at the Guam American Cancer Society, and commend her for her commitment and dedication to cancer patients, survivors, and their families on Guam. And be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chairperson of the Committee on Rules certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Ms. Christina Tina Marie B. Noket of the American Cancer Society Guam Field Office, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Imagahagan Guahan. Duly and regularly adopted by the Committee on Rules of Iminatrantaisais na Legislatura in Guahan on the 20th day of July 2021, and it's signed by our Speaker, Therese Terlahi, Acting Chairperson, Committee on Rules, Amanda Shelton, and by the Legislative Secretary, also Amanda Shelton. And Tina, I'd like to call you up for your resolution presentation. Thank you. I want to also make a comment about how honored it was to present this resolution to you. You know, there are very few people on Guam that touch the hearts of our community the way that you have, Tina. Not only bringing awareness to a very worthwhile cause, the American Cancer Society, but making the act of consciousness and giving such an honor for our community. The fact that there's been an amazing outpouring of support year in and year out is because of efforts like yours to not only bring awareness, but to have people buy into something that means so much to you. And I want to also comment that personally, I thought the remarkableness of the American Cancer Society and their effect on the community was seen for me personally at your 50th anniversary celebration. Because at that celebration, you went way back and acknowledged the founder of the American Cancer Society Guam branch, who happened to be my mother. And she's quite an old lady, and oftentimes they wonder if people remember that they had an impact on our community and that they started something that over the decades has grown with, of course, your efforts, but nonetheless, it's the seeds that our elder plant that means so much when the young people like yourself take it to a different level. So Duas Masi for recognizing the founder and also for your tremendous work with the American Cancer Society.
Thank you.
And I'd like you to please say a few words, because I think that it wouldn't do justice if the lady being honored didn't also get to speak. So here you go, Tina.
Thank you. And you all thought Simone Biles was going to take the news. Me, no. When I made the announcement, I did mention that I didn't want any fanfare or anything, but I truly appreciate this. Thank you, Kathy, and thank you, Mish and Elena, and everybody. My work was only possible because of the people that I have beside me, behind me, before me. Thank you, the First Lady. And the mission of the American Cancer Society is still very much in our hearts, and we still have a lot of work to do. So on behalf of all of the patients and the families that we've helped and served, and for those in the future who will have it much better because of the work that we've done today, thank you everyone so much. And please continue to support our families. Again, our work is not done. This chapter is changing for me, but again, the mission's still very close, and so thank you all very much for your support, and we look forward to the future when we no longer have to lose our loved ones to this disease, and we look forward to supporting everybody through that journey. So thank you, everyone.
So I would like to then call this resolution presentation to an end, but I'd like to also ask the family members, even when we go offline, to please come up and have some photos taken with Tina. You know, everything about her success has to do with the value system that all of you have instilled in her, and also her husband being very supportive of her, Paul. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody for participating today, and Sizus Masi. And congratulations again, Tina, and thank you so much.